everyone, my name is Hannah and today's video is about why I am not going to see Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Yes, this is an opinions video, so please watch this with an open mind. Just respect that everyone has different preferences, likes and dislikes, and let's just jump straight into it. Firstly, don't get me wrong, I love the book. The book is very interesting, it's very original, very well written. I really enjoyed myself. However, when I heard that they were going to turn it into a movie, honestly, I was kind of disappointed, and I'll discuss why in a bit. So I watched the trailer and I saw that they had changed a few things. Firstly, I think they swapped the roles of Emma and Olive, I think, completely, and I didn't really like that because I am someone who really likes movies to stay true to the books. And secondly, it was just so different. Like, the mood and the tone of the whole film seemed very different from what I had perceived the book to be. I just feel like I had already imagined the whole Miss Peregrine's universe in my mind. I had already imagined exactly how the home would look like, exactly how the characters would look like, and when I saw the trailer, it was completely different. It just felt weird and it didn't feel like Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children to me. So, firstly, I am just tired of book to movie adaptations already. There are a few exceptions, like the Harry Potter series or the Hunger Games trilogy. I think those were really well adapted, but most of the time it just turns out to be a huge disappointment to me. So, for example, the Divergent series, I really loved the books, but the movies, well, that's another story. I really liked the first movie. I didn't think it was too bad, but then it got worse and worse and worse. And even as someone who is really keen on having the movies stay very true to the books, I get that not everything in the book translates well onto screen because books and movies are two different mediums, and not everything that works in the books works on screen. However, going back to the example, the Divergent series, for example, I feel like they changed it so much in a way that it seemed that they didn't care about the plot. They just focused on the romantic subplot, and I get that a lot of young adult novels that are being translated onto screen have a romantic subplot, but it's a subplot. It's not meant to be the main focus of the book or movie. So I just feel like the Divergent series was highly over-romanticized and Hollywoodized, as I like to say, because apparently Hollywood thinks that all teenagers just love romance. Not true. We like action too. This has not only happened to the Divergent series, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to trash the Divergent series specifically, but it is a good example. A lot of other young adult book to movie adaptations has also gone through this. Secondly, I just find that movies ruin my imagination of the book. So, like, for example, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, I had already imagined this whole world in my head. I had already imagined what it felt like and what it smelled like, what it looked like, and all the characters in it and how they behaved. And then when I saw the trailer and like little clips and stuff, it was completely different. The mood and the tone was completely different, and it was not good different. It was something that I felt was wrong, and it just felt weird and off to me. Speaking of characters, I had my own ideas about how the characters looked like and how they behaved, but once you see who they cast, especially if it's in a famous actor, you can't see that character as that character. You can see them as the actor playing the character, if that made any sense. So going back to the example of the Divergent series, Tris, the main character, is played by Shailene Woodley, but Shailene Woodley also plays Hazel in The Fault in Our Stars, which are two books that I love. So it's just difficult to see Tris, the movie Tris, as Tris and the movie version of Hazel as Hazel. So basically, ever since the downfall of the Divergent movie series, I've kind of given up completely on book to movie adaptations, just because I realized that they will probably never live up to my expectations, which are pretty high, but I just don't want to be disappointed when I go see the movie of a book that I really love, and I just like the way I imagine the universes of these books to be, and I like to keep it that way. And I don't necessarily blame Hollywood for this. I know that they need to make money somehow, and they know that a book to movie adaptation will probably sell, and that's that. It's just the way it is, and I just personally don't like book to movie adaptations. I've given up on them completely. Like, I used to be okay with them. Like, I'd go and watch it just because I love the book so much, but then now I don't want to ruin the book for myself, so I just feel like movies ruin books. So that was my opinion on book to movie adaptations. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!